heart as we play, then spin your heart around. The hand kind of turns your body, back hand reaches down behind you, and then shoot your arm like a bow and arrow overhead. So we're twisted and we're reaching, just finding space in our body. Flick your fingers so you release whatever you're moved from your heart, whatever might be holding you back from this playful practice. Exhale, come back to hand to heart. Inhale, pivot through center. There's no right or wrong. Exhale to switch, spin, bottom hand down, sweep your arm by your ear so you're really drawing your belly and back ribs around, just nurturing the spine so we can lengthen and reach. So we're playing shoulder space here. Exhale, come back to your mudra, both hands to heart, bow in as you curl your body back, lift your legs, knees up, hands reach behind you. So we're in cat arch first. Inhale, press your fingertips, your finger length, so your knuckles are down, your wrist crease is alight. Turn two knobs away from you with your hands so your heart lifts and you shine toward the heavens. Exhale, drop in. Heel toe your feet a little wider. Inhale, lift up, knees to the left. So a little swivel with our body to greet our hips. Inhale, cat arch. Back body bright. Exhale, belly in, knees opposite side. So just take that play for a few breaths. Finding space in the back, stillness in the front. And then balance the two as the legs go. Good. Back to center. Last time to the second side, just waking the hips up, finding more space. Next time your knees come to the left, keep your left hand down, sweep right arm by your heart, press up onto your shin, so it's a big crescent, nice. Reach through your fingertips, flick again the debris, the stagnancy, the oldness away on your hand as you feel the space you're creating in the front of your back leg. Inhale down, so we're doing that reverse breath for the arch. Float your legs, your feet, your knees to the other side, hand behind again, fingertips, knuckles, wrist creases, light. Dial your hand in as if you're lifting a veil with the arm overhead. Maybe you see the glimpse of some new possibilities, of leaping is our theme today, leaping from somewhere old to something new. Exhale, back down. This time without hands, float knees, float feet. So come through this center shape. Back to the first side. You got it. Hand behind you and dive under your arm. It's a twist. So your bottom heel rests on the back knee so the legs don't move. The belly moves in out of the way and the hand just sneaks under the arm bone. Crawl your fingers through. Breathe into your back ribs. Exhale, lay your body down, a huge shoulder opener. Just play what is good for you. I feel this lengthening my sacrum to my shoulder, the whole back body being unwrapped. Nice. Inhale to unthread. Hand, knees, feet, float. Exhale down. Again, that position of heel on knee. Fingertips to the earth. Take that crescent and dive in, like you're diving in to the depths of your being to sort through all the debris that no longer serves you. Lay down on the outside of your arm, any amount. Feel how this twists you from sacrum to crown. Inhale to unfurl. Nice. Arm, leg, feet. Come to a seated position facing your wall or your surface. Your feet will be just baseboard height or 1 footprint above. We'll come down to our back for some little sit-up plays. We're playing with this hollow shape. Yeah, you might need to move so you can see. So hands to knees. Exhale, unfurl your way down. Sacrum lands. Your hands can lower to the earth. Low back lands, and like me, you might need to adjust as you come down. I have to move a little closer so my feet can press the wall just high enough that it lets my belly drop in with a greater sense of ease. So we land back body to Mother Earth. Press your toes. Try to push your toes up the wall. Feel like they're pressing up, and see if you feel your low belly hug in. If you can get the whole foot on the wall, it's a nice press. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, lift your head, lift your hands just a few inches off the earth, looking at the ceiling rather than down. And see if you can feel your low belly drop down into the earth. Nice. Exhale completely. Inhale, back down. This time we'll lift head and shoulders, bend elbows. Inhale, head and shoulders, hands come to the base of your skull. Try to lengthen the skull away from, you can even take a little press of your head into your hands. You might not lift up any higher than you were, but you want to feel more of this hollow shape in our low body. Beautiful. Inhale to lay down. Elbows out to side, hands behind head. So these are breath movements. We'll do a few more with options to repeat or lift one leg, the other leg, or both legs. So take a breath into your back. Press your toes up the wall so you connect fully to Mother Earth. So our play will be flying leaps of like Hanuman, the monkey god, over all the obstacles. So let the breath be free. Inhale, exhale, lift head, press head to hands, lift shoulders, maybe lift 1 foot an inch off the wall. So we have this nice scooping shape of the body. Inhale to lower. Exhale, opposite side, head, shoulders, opposite leg. So it's like you're almost taking a baby step up, a little leap of faith forward, all the way back down. Last one on this round, maybe both feet. So inhale, back body to Mother Earth. Exhale, lift head, press head to hands, lift shoulders if they come up 1 foot, maybe 2 feet. If your back pops off the earth, you go back to foot on the wall and keep switching and do that little play. Whew, I like toes on the wall. Take a breath in and then exhale down. Slide left hand to heart, right hand Abhaya Mudra. Find your inner confidence, your inner courage to play these new shapes, to drop a little deeper into your body, to reveal your light. Good. Both feet on wall, hands above head. Inhale, arms. Exhale, head. We're going to come all the way up. So your hands come to your limbs. You take a slow unfurl up. Knees will bend. Arrive at the top. Hands to heavens and just cascade down. So you take a pause over your bent limbs, back body bright. Just a little play. Nice. Unfurl your way back down. So now we know where we're going. So Hanuman in his journey to rescue Sita, he is the monkey god, he leaps over mountains and oceans. So it's trusting in the power you have. Again, feet to wall. I always seem to slide away. So maybe change your shape. Feet a little higher or a little lower so we can really find this hollow shape of our body. Option to keep arms by ears or bend hands so your fingertips are behind the base of your skull. Take a breath in. Let's add, squeeze your heels together this time. See if you feel your back body, your glutes wrap around to stabilize you. So we're adding more elements of fire, of stability. Breathe in, exhale, lift hands, head squeeze, heels. So we take this hollow shape that we're playing with today, this handstand hollow. Inhale, back down, just pulsations of breath. Exhale to come back up. Again, you're welcome to bend hands to support your neck or keep them long. Maybe try to lift a little higher. Not an easy thing to find. Inhale, back down. Keep sliding away. Last one. Exhale to lift. Maybe 1 foot, maybe 2 feet. Maybe pause in this hollow shape. Hard to talk. So my toes come off the wall, my back arches. Push the toes on again. I find a little more inner power, so I have to keep big toes down. Last breath. And slowly unfurl. Let your feet go as wide as they need to so they can hit the baseboard without moving your body. Take a breath in. We'll unfurl our way up. Hands to thighs. pull your thighs or your mat. You may need to bend your knees a little bit to get length left and right. So we're just sitting in a straddle, wide legs, having come back up. Good. Inhale, arms. Exhale, right hand, heart, left hand, mudra. So come back to this fearless heart. Take that little twist away that we did first. And then dive your arm over toward the opposite foot. So it's like you're doing a crescent overhead. Good. Maybe you catch your leg or you just reach. Your hand can slide down from your heart to the opposite thigh. So we're twisting and folding. This is just a feel-good shape. There's no right or wrong. Inhale back up to Abhaya, that fearless heart mudra. Exhale to switch sides. So we twist, press, inhale, and reach on the out breath. Elbow to inner thigh, fingertips toward shin or toes, or just reaching in that direction. Then your bottom hand just slides down to the opposite thigh. We're just making space in our body to reach from. Inhale, come back up to your mudra. Exhale, both hands to your heart. Cascade forward. Allow your hands to reach for the earth and just let your head hang in this straddle shape. This Upavista shape, belly bright, and bow in for a moment. 3-part in-breath, 3-part out-breath, a slow unfurl. Press the heels, try to drag them toward you. Your knees lift, your belly lifts, your heart lifts, so we truly get lighter and brighter inside. Bring your legs to the midline and then just pivot around onto all fours. So that was a slightly different play that we did of the core shape. It's that hollow shape we're delving into today to feel a little more power within. It's a little wrist play on all fours so we can fly with these fingertips. Rock your body forward and back. As you come back, drag your finger lengths, but don't let them move until your knuckles land. Bow in, cat arch. Inhale, lift up. On your knuckles, reach your heart forward. A little weight bearing, not easy to do. Exhale, back to child. Let the wrist creases come down, but let them be soft on the earth. Bowing inward. Coming up, all fours, just rock forward, little wrist play here. Feel the weight bearing on your wrist. Press your fingertips. Try to squeeze your fingers together. Just start to wake up the wrists. 3 little rocks. Back and forth. Nice. Turn your fingertips in to face one another so your palms are like this on the earth. A different wrist play. Exhale, cat arch. So our upper body puffs. That's another shape we're working on today. Then inhale, heart and gaze forward as you rock on your wrist creases a little bit. Very interesting, this shape. Note the different sensations left and right as we start recruiting all the parts of ourself. Claw evenly with all 10 fingertips. Last time, rocking forward and back. Turn your hands all the way out. Fingers away from one another. Same little play. Cat arch, exhale, back. Press, inhale, gaze and heart forward. And just see what you might be able to unwrap or unravel from our wrists. We so often have them always in one position. So 3 little rocks. If it's very easy, you're welcome to hover knees and just play in that space. Good. And then turn your hands hard one all the way toward you, fingertips facing your body. And it might be enough just to try to find this shape, especially if you are working a lot online. Exhale, cat arch. Ooh, you feel that lengthening from wrist crease all the way to the back of your heart. Inhale, forward. Here the stretch is more when you exhale, back. Keep a tiny micro bend in your elbows. Just explore that movement once, twice. Even let the wrists come up, the knuckles bend. Our fingertips want to be like glue on the earth. Here you feel how weighted they are, how strong they are, how they can support you. Then come all the way back off your wrists. Give them a little spin. One way, a little spin the other way. Yeah, there's so many little bits and pieces within the wrist that need to be nurtured. On your last breath, when your knuckles are together, lay the hands, the backs of the hands on the earth. Keep your fingers bound in with your thumbs, so you have two fists. Last wrist stretch, and inhale slowly, straighten any amount. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen elbows. Oh, yes, one talks more than the other. My left one is like a little unruly. Third one, hold, breath in, breath out. So come back to your mantra, have no fear. Grace is here. Curl back onto your toes, hands to knees, all the way up to your heart. Breathe in to your heart, spin one palm out. So remember, Abhaya Mudra of endless courage strengthens your belief in yourself, and it balances your sympathetic and it balances your nervous system, fight or flight, so we find more ease. Exhale back to heart. So no matter where we go in life, in the world, we move with strength, discipline, intelligence, balance. Exhale, back hand spin back to earth, back to all fours. We're going to come to dog pose. So now play the fingertips we awoken, the finger lengths, the nose to press down, the wrist creases that remain light on the earth by squeezing the rays of the fingers together, hover knees, cat arch, exhale, hips to heels. Nice. Inhale, slowly lift sit bones, lower heels. Oh, thank you. Hello, hamstrings. Take a little pedal. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Baby dance here. Good. Tippy toes, belly, heart as we come to plank pose. So your wrists have been greeted. Really press fingertips. See how that takes the weight out of the wrist. So shoulder shrug presses. Press the hands and puff behind your heart. Then inhale, lower, look forward. Exhale, puff the shoulders. So that's kind of like that hollow position we did with our feet on the wall. So find that shape. Two more. Inhale, forward. So more like regular plank. Sometimes we tend to collapse in our shoulders. That's what we're playing not to do. Then press to your protracted shoulder press. Back to balance. Back to dog. And then we'll roll forward through this big shoulder press down to our belly. Inhale. Roll forward. Exhale. Keep your heart bright. Let your gaze come forward. Let your hips slowly come down, bending your elbows. Just got to move back a bit. And creepy crawl your fingers out to each side. Tripods, little finger roots into the earth. Take a breath in. Let your low belly, floating ribs move away from the earth first. So we come back to that hollow shape. Then follow that with your heart light. Rock a little to one side or the other. You could do a figure 8 with your shoulder blades in one direction and then maybe in the other direction. We always tend to repeat the same pattern, go the same way. So when we explore the possibility of flight, can we find something different? Can we find lightness where there's dark, soft ease where there's hardness? Good. Belly down, hands drag under shoulders. Curl your toes under, float your heart so it's like cobra, up dog by lifting your legs. Pull hands to feet back to plank. Press so your shoulders engage first. Follow that with your hips, Adho Mukha. So just a different way to explore those options. We'll take a few little knees to nose, a few little plays with our legs. Let's see. Yeah, just dog pose first. Okay, right leg lifts. One leg play. Lift it sky high. Imagine there's a news source that someone's grabbed your ankle and is pulling you away, pulling you to the heavens. Can you find lightness inside? Sweet. Exhale, bend knee. Nice. Inhale, sweep that elbow all the way, knee all the way around the side. Tap elbow of the same arm. And all the way back up. Gorgeous. Lengthen your leg. Lower down. Inhale, left. Exhale, bend. Wild dog, hips open. Take a breath in here to your back ribs as if you were on the earth in a hollow shape. And then fly over the mountain with your knee, over the obstacles to tap the opposite elbow. Same elbow, sorry. And then back up. Sweet. Lower foot to earth. Walk your feet in a footprint or two. Walk your hands back a footprint or two. Bring your palms together and spin your wrists as we unfurl our way up. So we're unfurling our heart, unfurling the blockages as your fingers spin in. Think of them as strumming the instrument of your heart. Strumming, making a new sound, making new tunes. Nice. Slowly take your feet a little bit wider. Reach your hands out to either side. So we'll be hinging first forward, then we'll turn over one leg, turn over the other legs, and take that play a few times. So this is a true open-hearted pose. You can't be here and be half confident. So breathe from your heart to your fingertips. Spin your arms open. Exhale. Start to roll your wings and roll your hands, arm bones, shoulders like you're diving in between your legs. Dive in, a deep fold, a little shake. Then inhale, unfurl, unfurl. Every inch of you exploring this flight. Good. Palms to the ceiling. Exhale, unfurl in one more time. Hands, wrists, lower arms, upper arms, shoulders. This is diving in. Make it organic. Let it be play. You can bend your knees, shake around a little bit. To unfurl, press big toe ball down to start the lift. Press outer heel, then squeeze the inner heels to the midline. This time as we unfurl, elbows lower to your ribs. Spin your palms in to an interlace. Exhale, arm bones long. And take the same fluid fold with a bind of your knuckles. Softness in your elbows. Gaze downward, inward. Just Once you're folded, take some movements with your hands one way and the other way so the shoulders truly expand. Shake your head. Inhale to unfurl your way up. Press outer heel for stability. Squeeze inner heels for strength. Nice. So we land with awareness to our back body. As you unfurl your hands, turn left leg out. Tippy toe back foot. Inhale to reach. So hamstring stretch, front leg. Fold over your front leg. This is where you're welcome to grab your blocks for a little extra height so you can truly lengthen your front leg. So you come down, rock up onto the heel and bow inside your thigh. Inhale, lower the foot. Fly your wings out to the side, all the way up. Spin forward, so we're doing a little dance. Turn your new back foot in, front foot out, opposite side. Exhale, cascade down. So if you're taking blocks, just take them with you. Fold inside your new front leg. Come up on the heel if that works for you. Bow in, inner hamstrings being greeted. Nice. Lower the foot. This time arms, this time arms are still wide. Big, energetic hug. Pivot forward. Spin back to the first side. This time you can leave the back heel down. Exhale, fold to the outside of your leg, to little toe side of your foot. Drift inward. Please use your blocks for a little space if that works. Come onto the heel if you can enjoy a little more length. Nice. Lower the foot. So these are breath movements. Arms by ears as if you're reaching for something you can't quite find. Outer heels for stability, and then squeeze your inner heels together and let that zipper you up as you root to rise. Arms by ears. Nice. Little power play. Pause coming through middle. Exhale. Turn to the opposite side, so toes out on the front foot, toes in, heels out on the back foot. Exhale, cascade down to little toe side of your foot. Nice. Maybe lift the toes. I like to even press my arm into my foot. Whenever you can find something to give you a little assist, something to press into, draw your hip crease way back as you fold. Nice. Lower the foot. Lift the arms by the ears, root down to rise up. Pivot back through the center. There we go. So we're learning how to spin around, change our center of gravity, but keep that sense of lightness in these. Last time, first side. So just spin your feet together. Sweep. This time as you come forward, lift your hands behind you, interlace. Arms up, fold over your front leg. Wow. Huge awakening of the sacrum and the limbs. Inhale, lift head, lower hands. So we're paused over our leg. Swim your arms forward and let them keep lifting like you're lifting that veil of darkness. Beautiful. Last time, second side. A big swivel around on your feet. Exhale, lengthen forward. Sweep your hands. Second favorite, interlace this time. Shoulder opener, hamstring opener, belly bright. Yes, sometimes we start wobbling. If we wobble, we plant our outer heels for a little more stability. Then try to squeeze as if the inner heels were coming to the midline. To come up, swim your arms by your ears. Root to rise. Pivot back through center. Oh, how are we? A big shoulder shrug, a little shimmy and shake. And we'll come back to face the front end of our mat. Stand at the back and we'll walk our hands forward to Adho Mukha, maybe after a sip of water. Coming to dog pose, but first from Tadasana. Ballet position number 1. Heels press. Press your heels, lift up onto your toes. See if you feel the zipper up the back body. Feel how everything is hugging in. Maybe, I know I'm going off the video here, but sweep your head and hands high. Nice. Exhale. Separate your heels, but keep that power in your legs. Heels down. Hinge forward. So what we're looking is to keep buoyancy in our belly. We haven't just lost everything. By pressing and hugging the back body, it's like we're being held back in time so we don't just collapse and fold too fast. Uttanasana, make it yours, wherever is right for you. Hands on shins or earth or blocks. Inhale, walk back forward to dog. Through plank to dog. Nice. Press the earth away so your shoulders puff first, and then follow that action into dog. Left leg lifts, one-legged dog, right heel drops. Fingertips claw, knuckles press, your wrist creases could float here. Exhale, knee taps, same elbow, so it comes forward. Your body is still in that hollow shape, it hasn't dropped down to the earth. Reach your foot long, heel toe it to greet your hand, so your little finger and big toe are touching. Nice. Move your hips back, so we were already in this shape, this deep forward fold for your hamstring. Then exhale, come to lunge, deep lunge, lizard lunge, hips low, heart bright. Exhale, back to your fold, to lengthen legs. Slide your hand behind your foot. Bend your knee back to lizard lunge. Now your arm and your leg can press one another. So find that greeting of your arm and your leg. That gives you the power of your belly to lift and stabilize. That levels your hips. That draws your low belly in while we reach our heart forward. Nice. Exhale, drop a little deeper into lizard lunge. Keep pressing your arm and your leg as you reach forward. So it's like you're taking a leap, but you can't go because the leg is in the way. Instead, you just fly out to the side. You go where you can go. The belly is bright, The arm and leg press, one arm, maybe two arms. Breath in, breath out. How's it feel to fly in this folded, closed shape? Can we still express lightness and brightness? Exhale, hand down. Unfurl from your leg. Lengthen. Explore space, and then just sweep that same leg all the way up like a big yawn. Foot to sky, hands to earth, bottom heel down. Level your hips. Lower the foot, press forward to plank. Take a shoulder shrug, so we remember to stay bright in our shoulders, and slowly, with or without knees, lower down to your belly. Nice. Back body power. Float your legs, ooh, and lower. Lift your heart, and lower. Float your legs, flex your feet. So we have this power of our back body taking us on our next journey. Gently with fingertips, tip your heart up until your toes land. Lightly tap your knuckles. Gently press your palms so your belly can float. Exhale, Adho Mukha dog pose. Inhale, right leg, second side. Exhale, bend your knee. So when we exhale, we draw the belly in and stabilize our sacrum. Inhale, knee to save elbow, keeping that protraction of your shoulders. Gently lower that right foot to the earth. Walk it to greet your little finger. Arm and knee press as you reach your heart for like a lizard lunge. Exhale, rock back, legs lengthening. Inhale, rock forward, hand behind foot. Exhale, feel like you're going to rock back, but let your hand slide outside your foot and your arm and your leg connect. So there's always a place of connection to earth, always a place of connection for power. The leg presses back, the arm presses forward, the belly stabilizes. Breathe into your heart, and maybe you can fly one arm, the opposite arm, or both arms. And if it's not happening at all, the back knee can go down to take flight. There's never anywhere we have to go. We're leaping over our own obstacles. We're finding our own way in this world. Exhale to unfurl hands. Drop in for a little relief. Inhale, lift foot, leg, all the way to the sky. Big flying leap. Level hips, toes down. Then slowly walk your feet toward your hands towards your feet. Bow your head, yes, no, left, right, and unfurl your way up. Hands, big toes, calves. Feel the back rounding. Press your outer heels. As you come up a little higher, start trying to squeeze your inner heels. Feel them hug the midline. Your glutes wrap your belly. Lift. Follow that with your hands. Bend your wrist creases here and imagine your hands were on the earth. Imagine you were pressing with your palms up to the heavens, down with your feet. Can you find that hollow shape? Belly in, yet heart bright. Sweet. And then come from there, arms to one side. Abhaya Mudra. Not to be fearless. To be fearless, not to be fearful of going upside down, going a new way, reaching for something new. Sweep your arms to the other side. We always honor both sides of our being. Enjoy the beating of your heart. Exhale to close, to be inward, to connect. And then sweep your hands down, shake it out, a little clearing of the way. So all I forgot was our donkey kicks, but we will add those next time. Okay, so we did our little heel press. Good. So be standing to the front end of your mat. Find the four corners of your feet. Inhale to reach up. Good. So press your weight onto your right foot. As you hinge your heart forward in cactus, your arms, your back leg floats up. So we're in one piece Fill your whole upper body in one piece. Take a breath in. Bend your bottom knee. Dare to reach your hands forward if you have room. I'm just running out of room. Straighten your leg. Nice. Inhale, bend your leg, lower your back foot, and unfurl to warrior one. There we go. A nice little place to hook your thumbs like little butterfly hands and try to feel like you're pulling them apart. It's the same sensation as hands on the base of the skull. Get your belly right. A little play to find that lifting your power away from the earth so you're lighter on your feet. Drop in a little deeper, warrior one. Inhale, then let that little hook unfurl as you spin over your legs. Slide your back toes, so this open hip pose. Yeah, you're facing away. So your back toes move out. This is warrior two. If your back's to me, just listen to the words. Exhale, backhand, back leg. Backhand, back leg. Front arm over ear. That's it. Reverse. Can we be light and bright as if we were flying over the mountains? Exhale, front elbow, front knee. So just tap your elbow to your knee. Reach arm over. Gorgeous. Nice. Inhale, back up. Pivot your feet so they're parallel. You might, I'll be behind you, that's okay. Because you'll be folding forward, then you can peek through. Exhale, forward fold. So you're folding in between your two legs. Nice. So place your palms under your shoulders. You can glimpse behind you now to see. Puff your shoulder blades. So 3 shoulder shrugs here like we did in plank, but we're not yet weight bearing. Claw your fingers, puff your back body. Ha. Exhale, look forward. Puff. Second time, come up on the tippy toes. Maybe rock a little forward, weight bear on your hands. Exhale, lower. This time we'll hop, press hands, puff back, lift heels. Inhale, hop your feet to the midline. Just see what happens. Press hands, puff, heart, weight bear on fingertips, hop your feet wide. So it's going to be hopping, pressing, breathing. So each time you hop, tippy toes, claw fingertips, rock forward, a little bit more weight on your hands. Remember that rocking we did on all fours. 2 more little hops to explore possibilities. Lift, press, inhale, hop in, take a breath in, hop out. Your own little explore here. Go for greatness. Feel like you're going to fall over. Your head is dangling, your fingertips are clawing your hips, so trying to lift as high as they can. And then land back out. I guess the heart going. Lift your head. Come back to what was your front foot, your right foot. Spin to lunge. Drop in to lizard. So you just lower inside your leg for a moment. Nice. Good. Take a lunge twist. So left hand down. Same hand as leg reaches forward like you're lifting that veil again. Just spin it in a big circle. This is just a play of energy. Ha! Finish the circle. Land your hands. Now we're going to come to a half squat on the front leg. So turn your front toes in. Back heel down. Bend your front knee and just drop into this half squat. That's it. Right knee bent, left leg straight, and you're kind of just dropping down inside that right thigh. Whoo! Always a crazy, huge opening to the inner thighs. Nice. Inhale back to your squat. So now you can look over your shoulder and see me. Exhale, back knee down. You're welcome to put your blanket under there if you wish. Rock your hips so you can dive in onto this front leg. It does so much. That's our leaping leg. We'll take a little play here with this front foot. Try to drag the heel toward your body so your hip moves back, your belly lifts. You take a cat arch and maybe you can hover the heel off the earth for a nanosecond. Whew, that goes into the hip. Just a little play. Lower the front foot. Bend your front knee. have your blocks close by. Now we take our dance of leaping over the mountains. Curl back, toes under. We're going to reverse our back leg. Curling toes, sliding it a little further back. So we're reversing into our splits, into our Hanuman leap. At any point in time, slide your block under the middle of your front thigh. So we pause wherever we are. Pause. Left leg back, right leg forward. That's it, Lynn. Yes. Try to lift the back knee a little bit off the earth to get length and then lower it. So a few pulsations of power in your back leg. One more little try. Lift the back leg, lean forward, lower. Find that hollow shape in your belly as you root down through your limbs to lift your heart. So now we are flying over all these obstacles in our hips, trying to remove the patterns of old. If it works for you to reach your hands up, you can play or keep them down. Exhale, Abhaya Mudra, left hand heart, right hand out to the side. Imagine you're doing that little twist and flick whatever's old off that hand. A playful switch. Ooh, that's just keeping you there a little bit longer. Exhale, hands to the earth. Bow in any amount. Inhale as you come up. All we're going to do is bend our front, drag our front leg back. That's an easier way than moving the back leg. Ooh, pause in runners. Curl your both toes under. Lift your hips and step up. Ooh, a little dance here. So to do the other side, we'll, actually no, you're good to come back up to the front of the mat. Back up to the front of your mat, nice. So right side will be our play. Unfurl, reveal your light. Inhale, reach. I know you lose half of me in the picture. Exhale, right foot lifts. And we hinge forward. So you're like this one long line of energy. You're jumping over the abyss. So find springiness in your bottom knee. Bend your knee and lift. Nice. Bend your knee, reach your arms forward as you slowly lower the toes. Sweet. Inhale, heart bright, heel down, warrior one. Exhale, either hook thumbs or hands to base of skull to press and lift as you drop in a little deeper. Nice. Spin your heart away from your front knee so you open to warrior two. This is this open shape. Exhale, cascade into that reverse dance. Inhale, elbow to front knee, arm over ear. So it's a huge reach of your hand. Nice. Come down to the earth. So we're just dancing, moving, tippy toe back foot, kind of in your lizard lunge, lunge, twist. So we're, it's like the breath is like the oil, oiling your body, getting in between the cells. So really here, shoulders puff, back body bright is the in breath, and the exhale is moving into that space. Just spin, spin your hand, a big heartfelt lunge twist, huge circle of brightness. Finish the circle, hand comes down, back heel down, front toes in, that half squat that we did. You're welcome to come onto the heel of your back foot. Whatever works for you, maybe even reach a hand. So we're prepping our hamstrings for Hanuman. Then come back to your fingertips, back knee down. Please place your blanket there if that helps so you don't overdo pressing on the kneecap. So always remember the toes are curled under on the back foot. You actually press forward. So as you lower to lizard, you're actually in front of the kneecap. That enables you to bend the knee. We're not doing that today, but that gives us more freedom. Deep lizard. Exhale, runners. Hinge back folded. Nice. Come back to your right ankle. Straddle your front foot with your hands and we'll reverse to Hanuman. So we're going backwards over the obstacles, over the mountains. So you kind of lift your knee, you reach your heel back. That's how we move incrementally. Lower back down, walk hands in. Keep going on this little dance, letting the back leg reach back into the back body, front leg lowering. Block is your friend under your front thigh, any height, so you can just pause. If we go too far too fast, we're left bowed in and we're not greeting the world. So be light, be bright. Inhale, press down through your limbs. Either keep your fingers on the earth or celebrate and shine. Take that mudra to one side. Yes, we can be fearless. We can be bright. We can move to all these new possibilities. Opposite side, opening these new doorways. Hands to earth. Maybe go one increment deeper, whatever is available to you for that extra breath of appreciation, of courage. To come out, we drag the front knee, front foot in, landing at that right angle, which will enable us to root to rise. So weight bear on your front leg. Inhale to stand, feet hip widths apart. Bow in Uttanasana. Take a little pedal of your legs to balance them. Shake your head so your neck and shoulders are not trying to do all the work. Press the outer heels so you turn on the line of energy of the back body, that universal side of self, and squeeze the heels as if they were touching to unfurl your way up. Ooh, remember that hollow shape we went in? Then balance it, front, back, left, right. Cascade your arms down and come to find your blanket. So we'll roll the blanket into a little roll. This is all about making space in our hip creases. Space so we're not just collapsing and smushing the life force out of us. Place the blanket right at your hip crease. Sorry, breakfast. And then slowly bend your knees so you can capture it. Your ribs will be over the blanket and it'll be creating space between your thigh and your lower ribs. Feels a little weird. Exhale, lengthen your legs any amount. Notice that this gives you more room in your back body. Have your feet out of hip widths apart. Inhale, bend knees, 90 degrees. Notice how your belly wants to lower, but this keeps your back body bright. Maybe you can hover hands by ears. I love the way this feels. Exhale, fingers down. Uttanasana. Full forward fold. Maybe feet teeny bit wider. Press that outer heel for stability. The blanket gives you a lift. Bend maybe a little deeper. Fingers either on the earth or they lift up. One more of these. Exhale, Uttanasana. You're welcome to have a block behind you without waddling around with a blanket in your hips. I just saw mine and thought that might be nice. Exhale to unfurl. So come on your tippy toes if you need to. Come to your block if you like. So you're in a squat. Elbows are inside your knees. Yeah, nice. The blanket's keeping space in your low back so we don't just collapse. Claw your fingertips. Squeeze your finger raise. Press your knuckles light on wrist creases. Just float this whole unit of legs and blanket level with your heart. Rock onto toes once. Come back. Rock onto toes twice. Notice how the blanket wants to pop out. Rock onto toes. Maybe the toes float off. Maybe they don't. Know where they need to go. Just exploring options. But remember the fullness to your back. That looked good. Inhale. Lengthen your legs forward, fold, slide your blanket with gratitude out to the side and unfurl your way back up. Whew. Thank you, breakfast, letting me play. So we'll come to a similar play by the wall with a block for your head. This is a little crow using the wall. I think you guys can see me. Butt to the wall, feet forward, so you're like in a little right angle. A little tight package. Good. The block is forward where your forehead may go. Heel toe your feet wide. Place your hands inside your big toes. Same little press of the fingertips, knuckles, and then just kind of slide your feet back a little bit as you start to weight there on your fingertips. Good. Reach your forehead toward your block, and then option to step one toe to the wall and maybe another toe to the wall. And remember the blanket in your thigh crease. You might get here and think that's it. If you went up, try the opposite order of feet. Try maybe to hover, bring them together, and then lower them down. So just a little play of what if, imagining the blanket of support in your thighs. Yep, your head came forward and one foot on the wall, the other foot on the wall. Just a little play of possibilities. Yes, keep the hips low, a big bend in your knees, and then reach your heart long. Sweet. Looks like turtles from here. One more breath, or just step away from the wall and play crow if that is your friend. Our last breath in this version of play. Oh, and root to rise, lift your hips, shake it out. Let go of all the effort of flying and trying to be a crow in that shape. Unfurl your way back up so back body stays bright. And we'll pivot to face our friend the wall for a lunge. Nice hip opener. Deep lunge, flying lunge. Doing with our friend the wall what we did on the earth. So have about just shy of one leg's length to the wall. We'll begin as we did when we stepped back to warrior three, but our foot will come to the wall. So inhale, hinge, left leg back. Bend your knee, then as you lift, sweep your leg in. Remember dog tapping knee to elbow to place foot on the wall. If you need a helping hand, give yourself a helping hand. Then the foot's going to heel toe a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left, so a little bit up. Hold your ankle, lift your heart, reach your head, hands bright. Exhale, come down toward the wall. So the hand comes off your foot, inside your foot. So the reason we're a little away is so we can lean into the wall. Now what tends to happen is our bottom leg goes floppy inward. So press your bottom thigh way back. Make that hollow shape with your low body. Feel like you're dragging your hands down to get your head above the water. Slide your hand under your shin. Same as we did on the earth. Try to drag your leg down into your arm. Lift your arm against your leg. And exhale, maybe there's a little flight there. A different view of the world. Maybe a bind. We're not going for full paradise, bird of paradise, just a little play. Inhale to release. Exhale to unthread. Yes, bottom hip is talking. Leg long, hands high, heel, toe. Feel like you're pulling down on that hanging bar so your belly curls in, and slowly lower your foot to the earth. Whew, a little shake and shimmy. Gratitude for all our bodies do for us. Second side, right leg lifts, so we floated our head, hands, heart. Exhale, it was as if we were going to warrior three, but then we change our plan. Bend the knee, draw it in, curl it in. That's that sit-up that we did to get the foot to the wall. Then take your foot a little higher, a little out to the side, so you can bend your knee and lean inside. Oof. Tight inner thighs. Inside your thigh. Bottom leg tends to want to pop forward. Take your hand, roll it in, press it back. So we free up our sacrum so it can root down. Low belly, heart, gaze. Reach, drag your hands down so your heart lifts. Exhale, thread your hand under your foot. Press them together. Hug the midline. Squeeze in. Then inhale, maybe there's flight there. So we see what flight feels like standing on one foot on the wall, not a lot of support. Option to bind, just to find a little stability. Inhale to unfurl and lengthen. Exhale, come to that hollow shape. So maybe this time, hook thumbs, arc a little forward, pause, and then slowly lower. The leg wants to be a dead weight. If we hug it in, it's lighter. Then it's belly, not just quads. Yes. And the little woo celebration. Thank you, legs, for letting me fly. Sweet. Okay, we did not do our donkey kick, so we're going to spin around. So you're looking down your mat. And add these back in because I wanted to play with that before our next little exploration. Root to rise. Head, hands, heart. Exhale to fold. Remember the blanket. Squeeze your heels. Belly is resisting up. Heart is reaching across. How expansive can you be? How bright, how courageous, how full. Inhale, walk your hands forward. So you're in Adho Mukha, keeping that lightness and brightness to your low belly, to the bottom of your body. Step a teen, like a half step in with your feet. Start to bend and straighten your knees. Keep looking at your big toes. Bend and straighten. Next time you bend, remember to press your hands so you take that shoulder puff that we did. Our back body stays puffed. Our ears are between our triceps. Next time you bend and straighten, maybe a little hop. Bend and straighten, maybe the hips can go up, maybe the feet can tap together. So these are little donkey kicks. Feet tap or try to kick your own, I want you to say kick your own asana. So bend, pop, and down. Any little playful hops, keeping your upper body bright, your low belly hugged in as if your heels were touching. 1, 2, 3 little plays. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Spin around to the middle of your mat so you can see, and we'll come up for a little elevator play. Unfurl your way up. Big shoulder shrug. Nice. So elevator is facing our wall. Not quite last time I used the wall. One leg length is our imagination. Root down through your feet. Rise up. I know you lose my upper half here. Hinge so your hands come to the wall. So recognize the dog pose that we were just in on the wall. Fingertips, finger lengths, wrist creases are light. Hands are turning 2 knobs away from one another, which sets your shoulder blades. But then puff your upper back. Nice. Press your outer heels. Now we zipper up from the bottom. Squeeze heels to the midline. Your belly stays hugged in. Root down through the left leg. Swing right leg. Warrior 3, hands on the wall. Drag your fingertips down. So we're spider fingers now. Breathe your back body full. Exhale, little elevator. Bend your knee. Slide your hands down. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Recognize this hollow shape from the beginning of class. Belly and foot slightly lower than the hips. Heart soft. Exhale, slide hands down. Woo! Inhale, walk hands up. So this is your spring to be leaping with brightness. Next time, slide hands down all the way to the earth. Bend and straighten your bottom leg and let the rest of your body be a fulcrum to go with it. And then maybe there's a little hop. Bend and straighten. So as you straighten, you hop from your low belly to your heart. Just to play. What if? What if? What if? And then we come down with our foot. hands to toes, root to rise. A lot happens when the head's below the heart. So I have my perspective shirt on. It's a different perspective of the world when we're down. So we have one more leg to do that on. Left leg lifted, right leg lifted. Let's see how our play goes. So root to rise. Exhale to hinge. Hands to wall. Right leg flies up. This time, often the left is a little weaker on people, so make sure you haven't collapsed into your hip. You remember the blanket in your belly. Remember the glutes and the hollow of our spine. Exhale, slide your fingers down. Inhale. Woo! Power lower leg, walk up. Number 2, exhale, down. Keep the back leg engaged. Inhale, walk up. Exhale, hands down. This might be where you stay. And just play bending and straightening. They don't have to do the hop. Just feel the 2 legs working together. One bends, one lengthens. Then maybe add that little hop. What if? What if? What if? And feet come down wide. Shake it out. Notice that there's too much tension in the neck, the throat. Any part of your body is overworking. Good. Slowly bring your feet a little bit closer. Unfurl your way up. Unfurl your wings at the top and just see how heavy do I feel, how light do I feel. Could I float up on my tiptoes and take flight? Do you a little wrist stretch. So we spin our hands. Not only is this opening your wrists, it's clearing your heart. So strum the strings of your heart with your hands. Imagine what sounds you're making, those vibrations, those inner vibrations, just to let go. And then shake it out. So before we get too tired, we'll take our hands on the earth and our feet up the wall. I'll do one demo just because you can't necessarily see once we are going. So our next flight will be from kneeling, hands under shoulders. If this is new for you, you go forward one hand print. You'll take your puff shoulders, your cat arch, then lift up into Adho Mukha, into dog. Your knees can stay bent if need be. One foot to the wall and recognize this shape. This is that spring leg on the earth. As it straightens, keep looking at the earth. Either pause with both feet on the wall. If you've done this before, you swing your leg to the heaven. So we haven't gone to banana. We're staying in hollow. Exhale, the foot will come down. Either step down or tap the earth and repeat it again. And then we'll come to the other side. So the scary part, the fear part, is being in a straight line, wrists, shoulders, hips. So the hands, that one hand print forward, work if this is new for you. So come to all fours before you start thinking too much. Remember really to press the earth away with your hands. Press the earth away. So your shoulders are puffed and your ears are between your triceps and they stay there. We're just taking what we did on the wall into another perspective. Thumb, first finger, middle, ring, little claw. Your breaks are your fingertips, wrist creases light. Press your heart bright. That's that shoulder press up we did. Hug hands to knees. Low belly engage to support you so you can fly. Short dog at the wall, knees can be bent. Right foot right behind your sit bone, not higher up the wall, just right behind your sit bone. And then trust, try to drag that right foot down the wall so your belly lifts first. Yes, it's scary. Slide the other foot to greet it. Whoop. If you feel you're too close, just come down and move your hands a little away. Maybe you can just swing that leg right above your hip, not feel the back. Just above your hips. Press the earth away. Slowly lower foot to wall. or take one swing on your own, and then we'll step down before we switch sides. One foot, the other foot, knees wide, kind of like a squat. Trying to look up for smiling faces. Exhale, long child, fingertips. Forehead may or may not be on the earth, and just rock. Side to side. Unfurl, hands back to knees. Always spin. Little cleansing, clearing away the fear, inviting in the courage, honoring the beating of the heart. Just simply getting your hips above your heart is so powerful for your heart. Second side, before you get too chill. So decide how that was. We got thumbs up out there, yeah? Good, yay. So back to all fours, that one handprint forward if it works for you. Fingertips, knuckles, hands so powerfully pressing the earth away, filling your heart with brightness. Hugging hands and knees, belly is toned. We honor that hollow shape with our low body. Step up left foot first. Inhale from your fingertips, back body, hips, all the way to your toes, either both feet on the wall or opposite leg, straight above your head. This is your harder than your handstand. Either hold or slowly lower, or take that one swing, tap, inhale, lift, and then come down. Notice when the hips just want to hinge and the belly wants to collapse, and we want to go into our old lazy habits. Knees down, long child, check in, little shake side to side, unfurl, open your heart, a few little spins, so we're always honoring the wrist. You're welcome to bring the fingers in and do it too, a little more intense. And then end, just pausing and offering. Nice. So we're just going to come down to our back for a little crow play on our back. One last handstand option, and then we'll be doing hip, hamstrings, everything on our backs. So crow on our backs. You can either start in crow or just on your seat. Slowly squeeze knees, lower hips. Good. Unfurl your way down, hands on the brakes, so we don't rush to greet the earth. Press your knees wide with your hands this time. Squeeze your knees in, feel how your belly reverses to your back body. And you can come down. There's always that place that goes fast. Come down with a little control. Bring your knees with, elbows inside knees, flex feet, flex hands. Squeeze knees and try to lift your body to the heavens. Lift your hands and legs. That's crow. Last little squeeze to lift. And we come to counter pose. Grab your little toe sides of your feet. Happy baby. Just a nice pause. You can explore lengthening one leg. Lengthening the other leg. So we're just sending some gratitude into our bodies for being so bold, so bright, for leaping, being so fearless. And then cross, doesn't matter which, one knee over the other. Slide your hands behind your calves to your ankles or your feet. So you're in this like Gomukhasana cow face on your back. Hip opener. Go for a little drive. Turn right, turn left. Greet those sensations, decide which turn feels more interesting. Draw your feet toward you, the brake pedals. Nice. Release, unwrap, rewrap. Second side, you have to lift your head to gather your shins. Ankles are at right angles so we don't overdo our knees. Very different expression. I feel like I'm turning lopsided on this side. So draw your feet in a little bit. Maybe figure out if you can turn left and right like you're driving your car, your body, your vessel, your vehicle. Draw the feet down for an exhale. All those little sensations are to be greeted with breath and gratitude for this experience, this exploration of human nature. Inhale, unfurl. Woo. Exhale, press legs away. Lift your head, lift your heart. Simply float up through boat pose because we can. Cross your feet. Roll over your knees if available to you. So we come back to all fours by the wall for our last little play of leg switches. Different options. So take your hands, 1, 2, 3 handprints from the wall. Feels like you're a long way from the wall, but the idea is we're not really going to use the wall. Take your all fours. Puff your heart so that press the hands away. That's that shrug we did in plank. Float your knees. So we hover here. Step your feet in a little. Keep your knees bent. Lean your heart back so we're like in a long dog pose. A short dog pose, sorry. Keeping the belly bright. Nice. So left foot will be the spring. Left foot will step in. Rock forward. So same play. Just 1, 2. Then on 3, lift your back leg. 3. And then we do 3 of those. So any of these are your preps. Swing and float. The spring presses. The leg lifts. Your ears are between your triceps. Your back body is bright. After 3 of those, maybe a little hop. Maybe a little balance. If there is, feel free to lift the other leg. There's always a switch you can do. We were going for the switch of the leg halfway up. So kick, switch, and down. 1, 2, 3 little plays. Kick, switch, and lift. Yes! Try to hop off that bottom foot. Just a little hop. Yes! Donkey kicks, a little playfulness. Nice. Come down with your feet. Knees wide, child pose. So it's not about leaving the earth, it's about exploring possibilities. To feel a little lighter, a little brighter, a little more courageous, and just maybe the body will go somewhere new. So we have 2 sides of our bodies, so you can decide if you want to turn back around and do a flying split at the wall for this last one, which would be the same short pose, the same short dog, only here you take your foot as high as you can. Press the toes into the wall, that's Hanuman. Slide your bottom heel up by using your low belly muscles, and then maybe float it a little forward. So either that play toward the wall or another kick play, which was awesome on the first side, on the second side. So decide where you're going. I'll demo the reverse one again as we go. Hop or reverse and back up. Find fingertips, knuckles, hands, playfulness. More about the nature you're finding in your heart than where your body goes. If you're facing the wall, take the legs sky high. As far as you can reach it, lengthen the knee. This might be enough of a play, this Hanuman, this huge flying leap of faith. Press the bottom heel, drag the heel up and down like an elevator. Maybe hover it off the wall, something like that. 2 more breaths, 2 more plays. If you're kicking to playing to kick up, is that swing, swing, blanket in the belly, ears between upper arm bones, and just maybe there's a little time to hover. Oh, we will all meet in child pose. Woo! Forehead to earth. Rock a little side to side. Decide where you might have landed. Some of you haven't been before. Look around you. Check out the new landscape. Breathe into those cells that have been awakened. Unfurl your way up, greeting your body in its entirety. Take a full breath of appreciation. And exhale. of stillness. So we'll have our strap. Now we're coming down, moving down, lowering down. The baseboard's still our friend. You can kind of listen and do how you can have a block close by if you like. We will be on our backs with our left foot at the baseboard and the strap for the right foot. So knees slightly bent. Take that little unfurl to greet the earth and just take a moment to get yourself aligned. Left foot so it can actually press the baseboard as if you were going to do your hollow shape again. When we hollow, we're dropping the ego inward. We're breathing our back body, that universal side of self, so we're floating in that hand of grace. Bend your right knee in, hook the strap over the toe ball mounts, and reach the leg, recognizing this shape again. This L shape we did on the wall, standing, and now lying. Take your, both hands to the strap first. Inhale, head, heart, gaze, just like our hollow shape, foot toward you, any amount. Exhale, lower body, slide leg down with the strap. Inhale to lift, walk your hands up, hold, press your bottom leg in the wall so this thigh is trying to back up to the earth. This time as you lower your heart, take strap in your right hand. Left arm, Abhaya Mudra, fearless heart out to side. Right leg out to side. Now your left foot's pressing so that left hip stays rooted to earth. It wants to leave the earth and follow the right. But we want to stay connected. The foot stops hip height above the earth. It does not go too far, too fast. That's where you're welcome to put a block under your shin. Make it a little more passive. So this is Supta Padangusthasana, big hand to big toe pose, 2 leg out to the side. Maybe even hover the elbow, make it a little more engaged. Inhale, back body to earth. Exhale to lift legs, switch hands. Right hand, Abhaya Mudra. Press your left foot into the wall and let your right leg come all the way over you. It's a twist. Ooh, the foot on the wall is welcome to turn, but keep pressing. Take your right hand into your hip crease and just open the hip crease away as you draw the leg to you, any amount. 1 breath. 2 breaths, and then open Abhaya Mudra. This beautiful awakening of our whole inner universe. Inhale the leg back to center. Slide the strap off your foot. Bend your bottom knee. Cross your ankle on your knee like you're just hanging out. Little play here. Good. We're going to rock our knees to the left. Try to resist the knee up into the ankle, and the ankle presses down into the knee. Make it active, and then release. I just got a little adjustment on that action there. Press knee into ankle. It actually widens your sit bones, and then exhale, draw it down. 1 more little press, and release. Nice. Come back to neutral. Just go the other way for a feel-good twist. Ooh. You can do a little resistive hand into knee, knee into hand, and open back up. Keep this figure 4 of your leg on top and thread the needle. Thread through the hole, either interlace thigh or shin, depending how open you're feeling. Exhale, layer your heart back down. Breathe your knee away from your heart as you inhale. Exhale, draw the leg, the thigh a little closer in. 2 more rounds. Foot is flexed, little toe bright. Knee moves away on the in-breath, so we make space to explore, and then we drop into that space. Nice. Release the legs, just shake them. Shake your hands, the not quite dead cockroach. And we will switch sides. Strap around your left foot. Such a nice balancing action. Right sole of the foot pressing into the baseboard, into the wall, so you have equal length left and right. Breathe into this balanced state on the inhale, back body to earth. Exhale, make it a flying leap here, leg toward you any amount, as long as this leg doesn't pop off the earth into a deeper fold, that hollow shape. Yeah, the hip wants to hike. We're trying to roll it down. Inhale to lower, back body to earth. Exhale to lift, walk your hands up the strap. You don't have to lift the head, it's just a play. Inhale, strap in left hand. Press your foot on the wall so as you open, we expand our inner awareness. Leg to side. If you can see me down there. Arm, Abhaya Mudra. I get all this awakening in the hip flexors that often get so bound up. Greet this shape with loving awareness. Then inhale the leg up. Switch hands. Exhale the leg over. Toes can either stay up on the wall or roll to the side if that's more comfortable. Foot is lifted high, pressing away into straps. Whatever you can do to make space. Sometimes it's nice to thumb your high hip crease open. Last breath here, pressing wall and strap evenly. Back body greeting earth, base of skull, even rooting down, low belly, bright. Inhale, back up. Bend your bottom knee, lose the strap, cross ankle over knee. Take a breath in to Mother Earth. Exhale, knees to left. This little resistance that we do to open those front hip flexors and psoas. Press heel to knee and resist the knee to the heel. Feel that energy and then exhale that excess energy. And maybe it opens your hip a little more. Resist, press, even lift the hip a little off the earth and then exhale. Woo, you'll feel the connection of sacrum and psoas, everything that gets wrapped around itself and one another, given the opportunity to let go and leap and shine, be bright, courageous. Inhale back to your figure four. Exhale to thread the needle, feet engaged. Low down, layer your head and heart down. Invite the knee away. See if you can move it without your elbow. Either hands behind thigh or calf to draw in. So we're just exploring greater depths of the spaciousness between ourselves to drop our brightness into. Last breath in this shape of figure four, then inhale, let it go, shake it out. All that we need to do now is lay on our backs. So back body bright, big toes pressed, thumbs hook. Exhale, start to open, belly leading the way. Oh, halfway down, you're welcome to switch the press. The press, the toes scoops the belly to the back. The hook of the thumbs engages the upper core, and then we slowly land. Let the arms sand angel by your sides, the feet open wide. If you're touching anything, just move it or yourself out of the way as you have now arrived in Shavasana for 3 long, slow Ujjayi breaths of delight. It's your choice to remain in Shavasana as long as it serves you.